videos and adverts in a jacuzzi, which I have to ask about. Riaan Cruywagen joins us in studio to tell us more about his book, but before we talk to him, let's take a little bit of a trip down memory lane. We've got 37 years to cover here. Look at some of the highlights that we've put together.
Ek dink 'n pak op sy plek of op sy tyd is 'n goeie ding, soos byvoorbeeld by 'n formele onthaal in die aand of op 'n koue wintersdag. Kan ek my heeltemal voorstel dat 'n mens met 'n lekker warm pak gekleed deur die lewe sal gaan. Maar om in hierdie warm omstandighede soos wat ons nou die afgelope maand of wat beleef, met 'n pak en 'n das om die nek rond te loop, is feitelik selfmoord. Ons om 8 op Sondag, goeienaand. Die Nasionale Grondkomitee sê elke boer mag net een plaas hê en afgedankte plaas.
You're feeling embarrassed, but you actually look the same, Riaan. I mean, we're talking about the early 80s and then the 90s, and here you are sitting in 2012. How did you do that?
I think you're mistaken about, looking the same, Riaan. It's like seeing your own face every day in the mirror. You don't actually notice that you're aging.
Yes.
And if you regularly see somebody on television, you don't notice that such a person also grows old.
There's your former partner in crime as well.
Yes, Marietta Kruger.
Yeah, those were the days. You mentioned her a lot in the book as well. You talk about Marietta.
We're still good friends, and we anchored the news together for many, many years, at least a decade.
Yeah.
And so I actually refer to her as my television wife.
But you're right, because I mean, people joke with Vuyo and myself as well. It's like you'll be walking somewhere at like 10 o'clock on a Saturday night. Where is Vuyo? I'm sure you got the same thing. I mean, wherever you'd go, because people see you as a couple, you've got to have that good working relationship.
Yes, indeed, absolutely. And if I go on leave, for instance, for a couple of days, people start calling, what's happened to him? Has he been sacked or what?
Exactly, I know. One of the most common questions we've got, we've been flooded with questions to ask you, but one of the most common ones is, what keeps you wanting to do this job? I mean, didn't you get tired after all these years of reading the news? Did you not want to try a different career?
No, never. I had always wanted to become a broadcaster. Even as a little boy, my first news broadcast, in inverted commas, was in 1950. During the Korean War, when I sat behind my dad's old wireless in the lounge, and I said, "This is the South African Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news." Remember, I was 5 years old, and I said, "Today in Korea, shots were fired by the communists."
So you were rehearsing from 5 years old for this career?
Yes, and it still is a sort of a dress rehearsal, because no two news days are the same, and I still learn from every day's newscasts.
Yeah.
And I think that is what keeps me interested in the news and what keeps me here. I'm hooked on news.
I know the feeling. Let's talk about this transition, because I mean, you have seen it all. 37 years on television. I've been alive for 37 years. That's the reality of all of this. And I mean, you have gone from seeing one political party to another. You have seen freedom, you have seen wars, you've seen everything. What was it like? I mean, at any stage in your career, did you think, this is scary, things are getting scary now?
Yes, absolutely. I really experienced that. I went through the heydays of apartheid as a news presenter. I was a news presenter when F.W. de Klerk made his watershed speech in Parliament on the 2nd of February 1990, and I knew that South Africa would change forever and for the better. And I'm still here, so I have really seen many changes internally at the SABC and externally. Oh my goodness, look at that picture.
That's your varsity.
Varsity, yes.
What qualifications did you get?
I did a BA in languages at the University of Stellenbosch with an SABC scholarship.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes, so that is how I actually was assured of a career in broadcasting.
Incredible. Are there any news events that stand out for you? I mean, there must have been so many, but something that, when I ask this question, automatically it jumps into your mind.
Yes, I really think one of the most important news events that I ever, that's my wife, incidentally, when she was still at school. One of the most important news events that I ever covered was that speech of former President de Klerk in Parliament, because I knew that South Africa would never be the same. And I still get the goosebumps if I think back of that day in the newsroom when I had to announce this to the viewers.
Yeah.
It was exciting, it was thrilling, it was history in the change.
Yeah, I mean, and at the time, did you worry about your future? Did you think, now, where do I stand in the country?
No,
not at all?
I'm never worried about my future because I consider myself a career broadcaster, like a career diplomat, who will do his work professionally to the best of his ability, irrespective of who is in power, either at the SABC or in government.
Yeah, I'm getting shy today because we've run out of time, but music videos and adverts, jacuzzis and music videos, how does that work with Riaan Cruywagen? What made you do that?
To show people that I'm also a human being with a good sense of humor, and I enjoy doing something different for a change.
Riaan, it's been such a pleasure. I mean, we've been walking past each other in passageways for so long, but we've never actually met each other. And it's, you know, it's almost like you walk past Riaan. You don't say hello, you just walk, put your head down, you keep on walking. So,
and I felt the same about you. I mean, this wonderful presenter of Morning Live, my goodness, you know, I adore you.
Riaan, here is the book, everybody, WAT'S. There's so many more unanswered questions, but hopefully you'll find the answers in this book. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming and visiting us.
The pleasure was mine.
In your house. This is
Thank
your
you,
set.
Riaan.
All right, Andile.